What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Pigskin Pete. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I don't know what happened with the sound there just a minute ago. I didn't touch anything. My computer's got a mind of its own. I'm telling you what. It cuts off every time during the intro. You have to refresh. It's been doing that for like a month now. No idea what that is. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this fine Wednesday evening. You fine folks. Hope everybody is doing amazing and fantastic. I know that you are if you're here. This is a call-in show. The number to call in if you want to call in is 864-207-4522. If it's not for the callers, there is no call-in show. This is one of my favorite things to do out of all the shows I do. I love all the shows I do, don't get me wrong. But I love talking to you guys on the phone. It's one thing to type in the chat your concerns, your happiness, your sadness, your anger, in many cases. It's a whole nother thing to call in. So, let's get into it. Lots to talk about tonight. We got the game of the week, Georgia and Alabama. Saban's got the Rona. I'm not laughing at it. I mean, it's really not funny. But what is funny, though, is the fact that Steve Sarkisian's taking the team over. The last time we saw Steve Sarkisian running a football team, he was drunk at a press conference cussing in front of a bunch of boosters, and he ended up getting fired because of that. Like Steve Sarkisian, though. Real quick before we get started, got an announcement to make. HowardsRock.net. If you haven't gone there and checked it out and registered, I don't know what you're doing. What are you waiting on? What I can tell you is I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away 5 junior footballs. Now, I know for sure that I have a bunch of Clemson footballs to give away. It's not just Clemson. If you go on to howardsrock.net and go to the stores, there's probably like 15 or 20 teams. I don't know how many there are. There's a bunch of them, though. But if you register now, it takes 2 seconds. There's a link in the description of this video and every video, or you just go to howardsrock.net. Register. It takes 2 seconds. Put your display name in there. Put your email address in there. No credit card needed, none of that kind of thing. It's free. Then screenshot after you registered, so I know that you registered, and email it to freedomgrady@gmail.com. That email link is also in the description of the video, freedomgrady@gmail.com. From now through Sunday, I'm going to collect all the emails I get for proof of registration, and then I'm going to do a drawing early next week or sometime next week and give away 5 junior footballs for free. You will also get a 20% off coupon to the store just by registering, even if you don't win a football. So go do that. Every Monday at noon with Mark Rogers TV, college football coast to coast right here on the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel. We have a lot of fun. We talk about the games that happened the week before. Talk about the games that are coming up at noon. Tuesday and Thursday, Lunch Money with Uncle Lou over on his streaming channel. Talk about sports betting. Picks against the spread. Which lines are crazy. Locks of the week. Wednesday and Friday night at 10 p.m. call-in show, which is what you're watching right now. And every Saturday, I do a live reaction to a primetime college football game. We'll see who it's going to be this weekend. I don't know yet. Cheers to the chat. Let's see who's in here. Clemson Carson's in the house. Crimson Brave. Johnny Red Dot, Matt Dummett, Tick Tock Chess Hall, Rack Dog, Luke Walker, Jerome Shit Talking Pruitt, Nate the Great, Don't Be Late, a.k.a. Nate Kingston, and he is not late. Clemson Carson's in the house. Bama Buddy, Mike Vick. Talk to the Paw. Country Tiger's in the house. I'm sure if you're here, Country Tiger, you're amazing and fantastic. I happen to already know that you are. Bread Pitt. The best name on YouTube. Coulter Gask. The Real McCoy. Dapo. Oh, wait. What does that say? Dap Popo. What's going on, Pete? What's up, Dap Popo? Atypical Gump. KC Kevin. Dennis Wilson. Says, what's up, Rock Rubbers? Ramp Runners. Vodka Drinkers in here. Jordan Bowman blessing us with his presence. Vandy Dandy. VT. Man, so many of you guys showing up tonight. I appreciate it. Halo. Phone lines are open, 864-207-4522. Let's get this thing started here. Uh-oh. All right, I'm taking these in the order they came in. So if you're on hold, just sit tight. I'll be there soon. Good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hey, Pete, you know who it is. It's Coulter. And before we get started, I'm just going to roast Dennis Wilson really quick, not because of what his Hurricanes did, but because even though I've been calling them the past few weeks straight, Dennis apparently does not know that I am an OU fan. Come on, Dennis, really?
No, I'm not a smart man, but I know what no ACC championships is. Dennis Wilson knows what no ACC championships is, too. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, but anyway, speaking of my Sooners, holy moly, that was way closer than it needed to be. And I even told you, like, a couple weeks ago that the Red River Showdown was going to be way more entertaining than the Clemson-Miami game you were going to see. Once again, I was right.
Yeah, you're right. Who's the best team in the
I
Big
will
12?
say after, right now, I'm going to say it's probably Iowa State right now.
Iowa State. What about Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State has played cupcakes.
Is Iowa State undefeated?
Iowa State is not undefeated, but their one loss to they lost to Louisiana, who is ranked at the moment.
They lost to, say that again. They lost to Louisiana, not LSU.
No, I'm talking the Raging Cajuns.
Oh, the Raging Cajuns. I'm going to ask you again. Who's the best team in the Big 12 right now?
I personally still believe that it's Iowa State because, let me just put it this way, like, every team's gonna have a fluke game at some point. Like, and I'm not just talking in a season. I'm just saying at some point a team is going to have an off game. But like Iowa State's really has rebounded hard because, I mean, look at what they've done the past couple of weeks. They beat Oklahoma, which is still difficult, and I don't want to hear anyone talking about the fact, but Oklahoma's not good this year. Shut up. Yes, they are. It's just that they have not had their best year.
They're not good this year.
I'm going to ask you to please check your facts at the door.
Well,
because here's the thing, like, Rattler had it.
That's a fact.
I'm well aware that they've lost 2 games, but both of those games are to teams who are currently ranked. Because Kansas State is ranked, and so is Iowa State at the moment. I'll also remind you that I said in earlier calls that Ames is probably the most dangerous place to play, and that's but that's where Iowa State beat us. So,
Yeah.
and
I never
look, you
thought I'd
guys
see
can
the
call
day
me a
that
homer all you want.
I never thought I'd see the day, especially even as short as 4 weeks ago, where I would get a phone call from an Oklahoma fan telling me that Iowa State was the best team in the Big 12. This is a sad day.
Is it a
Especially for
sad
you.
day, or are you just underestimating Iowa State just like everyone else in the nation?
Maybe I am. I don't know. We'll find out together. But
Because
I mean,
no, I'll tell you when to find out. On October 24th, go ahead and react to the Oklahoma State Iowa State game. It'll be on at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Fox. You want to see who the best team in the Big 12 is? There's your game.
all right. Anything else you got? I don't believe you, but we'll see who's right.
Okay. Hey, well, also, I like how the chat's trying to roast me, but I don't really care because I
Hey,
get
don't
roasted
worry about
anyway.
the chat. Focus on me. Focus on the conversation. Just ignore them.
I will focus, and I will also say congrats to your Clemson Tigers for once again destroying a team who was clearly inferior. Let's see. I think the only real challenge I see on your schedule is going to be Notre Dame on November 7th. That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, well, I agree. That's the toughest game left on Clemson's schedule. I have a feeling. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go out on a limb and say it's going to go exactly the way the Miami game went, but I think it's going to be pretty close to that. I just think, and believe me, I think Notre Dame's a good team. I have them in my top 4 right now. But I think it's another situation where they're a very good team that can't compete with Clemson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But
I don't know if
it is on the road.
I honestly don't know.
We don't know what the weather's going to be like. That might be a factor. You know, November and South Bend. I just think,
November game in Big Ten territory.
Yeah, I just think still, no matter what, there's a huge gap in what Notre Dame is right now, and obviously what Clemson is.
Yeah, I don't know if there are any teams right now that can compete with Clemson because I'm still not sold on Alabama right now. Like, I'm just gonna say this right now. I fully believe that Clemson's gonna end up winning the championship this year, but I'm not trying to say that they're playing a cupcake schedule, but I don't know. I don't think there's really any team on their schedule who has a good chance of competing with them except for Notre Dame, but I still haven't seen much of what Notre Dame can do yet.
I agree. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. And Uncle Lou wants you to call his show tomorrow, he says.
What time is that going to be?
Let's see. His call-in show is at, what's tomorrow? Thursday? I think it's at 10. Same time this show, tomorrow night.
That might be a problem because I think I actually have something else that I have to, because I'll be doing something else at that time. So, rip. Sorry, Lou. Good luck against Bama.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right. See you, Pete.
Real quick, I got somebody else on the line here. Definition 409, thank you. God bless everyone in the chat. And Pete, God bless you too, sir. You are a true scholar and gentleman. Richard Williams, $10 super chat. Not a great poker day, but a plus day. Any day above ground is a plus day, as far as I'm concerned. Vandy Dandy, thank you, sir. I'm a Vandy fan, and even I'm not this delusional. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct, sir. Thank you, Vandy Dandy. All right, who do I have on the line here? Good afternoon, you're on with Pete.
Yes, this is Hank Hill from Arlen, Texas.
What's up, Hank Hill? You sell any propane today?
I do. I sell propane and propane accessories.
So how's business during the pandemic? Lots of need for propane, I'm sure, because people are home instead of going out to eat. They're probably doing a lot of cooking out, and they might
be eating at the Longhorn Steakhouse, and sometimes they do eat in.
Right. How's Bobby doing?
I understand. Bobby Durkins.
No, Bobby Hill, your son.
No, Bobby Durkins.
What about him?
I understand that there is a game against a bunch of nerds where the Clemson Tigers will be playing.
That is true.
And the other team in my area is the Oklahoma Raiders
You live in Texas, right?
in Texas.
Right.
I would like for Clemson to beat the Nerds by at least 50 points.
You might get your wish.
So please make that happen, sir.
Well, I can't make it. I don't play on the team. You know that, right, Hank Hill? I can't make it
From
happen.
Arlen, Texas.
Yeah, from Arlen, Texas. I can't make that happen. But thank you for the call. No comprende. No speaking English. Good afternoon, you're on with Pete.
Hello?
Hello?
Pete, this you? You on? Hey, man.
Yeah.
Pete, you was at the game Saturday night.
Yeah,
And I just wanted to ask you, how much taunting did you see from the Miami players?
Well, I actually saw it better on TV when I got home because I was in the nosebleed section in Death Valley. So, I couldn't really tell what was going on the field there. But from what I heard, and of course, I think this goes on in every football game, really. So it's not even that big of a deal. But, there was a lot of audio that was captured with the Miami players talking trash when Lawrence was laying on the ground, when he got hit in the chest or whatever. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that goes on all game, every game. So I don't think that's out of the norm.
You don't think that's out of the norm? Well, they seem to be out of trouble because when he dived to the ground on one play, he slid. That guy, he caught him with his elbows, Trevor. He didn't get all of it, and that other guy, he just speared Trevor in his stomach. To me, I think that shows. Now, this is just my opinion now. That shows a lack of control for me from Coach Dez. I don't think he had full control of some of those players down there because they have a player over there that have had about three targets, already this year.
Yeah.
So, and
that's
what I want to talk to you about.
That seems to be the culture down there, though, is they're cocky. And there's nothing wrong with being cocky if you're winning,
Mm-hmm.
But that just,
yeah,
I don't know.
And they were lining up. If you go back and you look at the game, I looked at the game. They lined up off sides a few times. They wanted to get back there to the quarterback so bad. And I want to ask you another question. How long do you think that we're going to be able to hold on to Coach V and Coach Elliott? I hope we be able to hold on to them at least 3 more national championships.
Well, that's a good question, man. I think Elliott will be gone before Venables as far as getting a job. Now, Venables could have a job already if he really wanted to. I think he's happy where he is. Plus, he has 2 sons. He has one that's already playing, and he has one that's coming in, I think, or he's a true freshman. I can't remember. So I, 3 or 4 years, I think Venables will still be there unless something happens. I have a theory.
I don't think we have to.
I have a theory, and I don't know. I plan on Dabo Swinney being there for a long time. But if at some point Dabo decides he is leaving to go wherever, whether it's the NFL or to Alabama or wherever, once his kids graduate, I have a feeling that Brent Venables is next in line to take that job at Clemson. So he might be hanging around for that reason, too.
Well, good then. Yes, far as Dabo, I think Dabo is going to be there for a little while because he actually developing the guys into young men. He liked the teaching part of it.
Yeah.
That's what I feel that Dabo.
He's got one of the best jobs, and he's got one of the best jobs in all of football. So, he's loved where he is.
Did you read
making a ton of money and winning? So.
Yeah. there was an article from ESPN right a couple of weeks back. They was asking him about the Black Lives Matters and stuff. To me, I want them to stop bothering him about that, asking him questions about Black Lives Matters and everything, because he already said how he feels about it. To me, I think they're just trying to get him to say something, that he regrets. So I want him to leave because he's a coach. He's not no politician.
No, but that's part of being a head coach. You're going to get questions like that. Every coach gets questions like that, and love it or hate it, Dabo's going to give you his feelings on it. Now, a lot of people don't agree with his feelings, and that's anybody's personal decision to agree or disagree with the way he feels on things. But everybody knows Dabo doesn't have a filter. A lot of time he puts his foot in his mouth and probably shouldn't say some things that he says, but he's going to give you what he thinks no matter what. We all know that.
Okay, and do you know the status on Justin Foster? When will he be back in Nevada? When they gonna be back?
That's a good question. I heard today that Ngata might be back this week, if not this week or next week. I don't know about Foster though. As far as I know, these guys, they should be back sometime soon. They're not, season ending.
I read that Ross is already lifting weights and everything, so I know he's not coming back this year. Well, he shouldn't.
No. He's starting to practice with the helmet on now. Yeah, he won't play this year. I maybe at the earliest. I don't know why they would play him though, but maybe the earliest would be if they, in the playoffs or something. But I don't think we'll see him till next year. But hey, man, I appreciate the call. I got some other calls stacking up. Thank you, brother. Don't be a stranger.
All right, bro. All right. Take care, man. Thank you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon. You're on with Pete.
Hi, this is Uncle Lou.
What's up, Uncle
I
Lou?
am calling to talk to Pigskin Pete.
Are you sure this isn't Coulter Gask?
Hello. Did you hear Nick Saban has coronavirus?
Did hear that.
He is in quarantine. Excuse to try to cancel game. What's going on? The guy sounds like he was calling in with a speaking spell.
That's cool.
You remember the whole speaking spells? I thought when I tuned in right when that guy was on the phone, I said, "My God, Pigskin Pete has Stephen Hawking on the phone." Like it sounded like Stephen Hawking 3 days before he died.
Hey, speaking of this,
those human vegetables that can't talk, so they blink and then a machine reads what they're saying. That's what that guy sounded like.
Man.
And he thinks the comment section was trolling him. Sir, we weren't trolling.
He said he didn't have time to call into your show tomorrow. I asked him to.
Yeah, he sounds like a very busy person. He said he would try to call in later in the show. He said, and then you had and then Bobby Hank Hill called in.
Hank Hill himself.
What is happening here? Do people know it's football season?
Look, man, I'm happy.
This is off-season stuff. What's going on here?
You can call in. Hey, this Nick Saban thing. You remember when was it Hugh Freeze when he got that job at Liberty, got sick, and they rolled him in there in that hospital bed and up in the box?
Yeah.
They need to do that with Saban. They need to put him in one of those hazmat suits. You know what I'm saying? Just put him in a hazmat suit.
They might have Nick Saban on. They might have him on the sideline in one of those boy in a bubble things.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Put one of those. You ever seen that movie Outbreak? And they're walking around in those big ass suits. It looks like an astronaut outfit or whatever. They need to put Saban on the sideline in one of those hazmat suits and just put a microphone inside there and let him coach.
Here's the thing, though. I heard Ole Miss is ate up too. So if Ole Miss has it and Saban has it, there's no way none of their players have it. So I don't know what's going on with that. Game could be postponed. What is Saban trying to do here? What's he trying to avoid? You know what I mean? This is uncanny.
Conspiracy theories. Honestly, though, do you think it's going to be postponed?
I don't know. Not just because of Saban. No.
Right. Well,
if enough players have it, the rule in the SEC is 53 players. If you've got 53 players that can play, the game is on.
Well, how come Florida's postponed then? They have more than that?
They applied for some waiver or something.
Oh.
So I don't know. And then you had the guy. So you had Stephen Hawking. Then you had the guy from the cartoon. What was his name? I don't watch cartoons. I'm grown. What was it? Hank Hill. Yeah, I'm 40-something years old.
Yeah.
And then the last
I do
guy.
know that he sells propane and propane accessories.
Okay, good. And then the last guy hits it with the hello routine at the beginning of the call.
Yeah, I always love when people call me and ask me who they called.
Yeah, this Pete.
Yeah, I don't call AT&T and go, "Hey, is this AT&T?"
Yeah.
Pretty sure I know who I called.
Hello? Yeah. And Ballard says Dylan Moses is the best linebacker in America. I got to run. See you tomorrow on the Lunch Money Show.
All right. You said Ballard said Dylan Moses. Well, Ballard also said that Clemson didn't have a good defense last year. Top 3 defense in the country. Held Ohio State to under 25 points when they were averaging 55 points a game during the whole season. No good. Good afternoon, you're on with Pete.
Hello, this is Nate Kingston.
Oh, are we going to do this now?
I'm just kidding. It's Nate the Great Dungalate, a.k.a.
No
Nate
comprende.
Kingston.
No speaking English. Thank you, Talk to the Paul, by the way, for the super chat. He says, you fans are drunk like Coot fans after that beating. Thank you, sir.
That sounds true. I'm just kidding. How you doing, Pete?
Well, I'm amazing and fantastic. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Except for Lou, but no, it's not getting that. I just don't want to be mean. So I talked to Mike about this, but I'm gonna talk to you about this. Do you see what Bama's defense last week? That was just unbelievable. That was just sad.
Yeah, it was terrible. It looked like Oklahoma or Florida's defense out there.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. I mean, they used to be really good at defense. They used to be, right? Or I mean,
I don't know how concerned I would be if I was Alabama about that defensive performance.
I know. I'm just curious.
Alabama's defense is not built to stop that kind of offense. It's more built to stop a traditional type of SEC offense. So somebody like Georgia. So
was Ole Miss like an air raid offense, or what do you mean by that? Like,
I mean, it's not air raid necessarily, but it's a pass heavy spread offense.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I was saying like that's not Bama's defense at all. I was like, what are you doing, Bama? You usually are really good at defense, and I was watching on TV. But
well, they didn't have a very good defense last year either, and the year before that is when it started. This could be kind of concerning, actually, because it seems to be an ongoing issue. Yeah. It's not like they have a bad defense. It's just not what we're used to seeing from a Nick Saban coached team.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And the excuse I've been hearing from Alabama fans for the past 3 or 4 years is, well, we have a new defensive coordinator every year. You know, every defensive coordinator that's worth a crap gets another head coaching job somewhere. Well, they have the same defensive coordinator as last year, and he seems to be getting off to about the same start as they had last year. So that could be concerning.
I mean, if I were a Bama fan, which is I'm not, but if I were a Bama fan, for example, I would ask to hire or just may suggest Jeff Fisher for the defensive coordinator. I don't know.
Jeff Fisher. Why would Jeff Fisher, who's a Hall of Fame head coach in the NFL, want to be a defensive coordinator in college football?
It's just for example, Pete. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, don't be sorry. Just asking a question. It's all good.
Okay. But I'll do one more question. You can give another phone call. I was going to say this. I was going to ask you, what rivalries do you miss the most that are currently dead?
You mean this year because of the virus?
No. I mean all time. Like, for example, Oklahoma, Nebraska, or West Virginia.
Yeah, well, that's a good one. I'd have to think about that. The Michigan and Ohio State rivalry, even though it's one-sided and has been for a long time, is still interesting to me. Obviously, Alabama, Auburn, all the normal ones. I was even interested in Oklahoma, Texas last week, even though those two teams aren't nearly as good as they normally are when they meet.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm going to miss some of the ones, especially the in-state rivalries because of the ACC and SEC not playing each other this year. I'm going to miss Clemson, South Carolina. I'm going to miss Florida, Florida State, even though I think Florida would beat Florida State by probably 50 points. Louisville and Kentucky, Georgia, Georgia Tech, all those. I'm an ACC guy, so I like those rivalries.
How about Oklahoma and Nebraska? Do you miss that rivalry or no?
Well, I mean, it's not like it's only been a year since that. I mean, that's been gone for a while. So
I know I mean, I missed that rivalry, but yeah, that was my second question. So you can think about it. But yep, P. I'll talk to you on Friday. See you then.
All right, buddy. Nate the Great, don't be late, aka Nate Kingston. He was not late tonight. Number to call in if you want to call in is 864-207-4522. You guys remember this guy?
All right, listen up. I'm only going to say this once. I don't care if it's Dabo, Jimbo, Elbow, Obo, Ricky Ticky Timbo, Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Noah, Martin Lawrence, Lawrence Fishburne, Lawrence of Arabia, House Rock, Plymouth Rock, School of Rock, The Rock of Gibraltar, Jingle Bell Rock, Death Valley, the other Death Valley, Hill Valley High School, Silicon Valley, ETN, ETA, ET Phone Home, ETC. It don't matter. Canes and folk. Quotas.
That guy's a trip. Let's see what you guys are arguing about in the chat here. Crimson Brave says, we're about to sign the best recruiting class we've ever had. He's an Alabama fan. I'm calling bullshit on that, sir. Prove it. I mean, didn't Alabama finish first in the country this year? And what, 5 out of the last 10 years? That's a high statement there. What's up, Ventura Variety? Them Tar Heel fans are weird. Yeah, all three of them. See you later, Coulter. I love watching you guys argue. Charleston or Nashville? You know what? I've never been to Nashville. I do want to go, though. I'm biased. I mean, born and raised here in Charleston. I love this city. But I do want to go to Nashville, though. That's at the top of my list of places I want to visit. Heard good things about it. Was Georgia number 1 this year? It depends on which one you look at. Depends on which site you look at. Hey, I don't know. Either way, Georgia, Alabama, whatever. I know Georgia's been first in recruiting, whatever, 2 out of the last 3 years. Maybe last year was Alabama. I can't remember. Or 2019, not 2020. Clemson is scared to come play in Nashville.
Congratulations. You tried and you failed miserably.
Luke Walker says he's getting nervous for the Florida State game. Thank you. Tiger Raven says Columbia, Maryland is better than Columbia, South Carolina. Well, that's not a hard achievement to achieve, Tiger Raven. You could list just about any American city on the map, and it would be better than Columbia, South Carolina. What do I think about Miami versus Pitt? Who said that? Where is it? Yenzen Nation Sports says, what do you think about Miami versus Pitt? Well, Pitt's got a really good defense, and their offense is atrocious. They pass the ball like 60% of the time. They're throwing the ball over the yard, and their quarterback is actually pretty good. They got no running game. They got a couple of pretty good wide receivers. Now, the quarterback last week, I think he went down with some sort of a leg injury, and I don't know if he's playing this week or not. I keep looking to see if he's playing this week, and they say he's questioning whatever game time decision, whatever they say. I'm sure they know if he's playing. We just don't know if he's playing. If he's not playing, I think this could get ugly. If he is playing, and he doesn't turn the ball over, then I think Pitt's defense can keep him in the game. I have a feeling that Miami is going to come out with their hair on fire, though. I think Miami might win this pretty big, depending on what happens with the quarterback. Columbia, South Carolina, the armpit of the South. Yes, it is. Crimson Brave is pleading for Pete Golding to be fired. Talk to the Paul. You know what? I think that South Carolina is going to beat Auburn too. So I don't know about LSU, but I think South Carolina has a pretty good chance of knocking off Auburn. Auburn's just not very good. He's not good. My cousin dated Clemson's kicker when they were in the Music City Bowl, and he was pulled because he missed a field goal. That had to have been a while ago. The Music City Bowl, who was that against? Was that against Kentucky? Who was that against? I know it's been a long time because Clemson hasn't been in a Music City type bowl in a long time. Maybe, let's see, what year was that? What year was that? ...2006, 2008 says Gators owned. Yeah, somewhere around there. Remember, Clemson beat Kentucky in the Music City Bowl. And after the game, they were chanting ACC on the field. The players were. Which is funny. Yeah, honestly, I think could possibly beat both. LSU actually looks worse than Auburn, but trust me, Pete, Boomcocks will find a way to blow it. They always do. I think they will blow it against one of those teams. I think they're more likely to beat Auburn. As bad as LSU looks, I think Auburn's actually worse. Bartholomew Bob the Barner EIO. Crimson Brave says, calling it Ole Miss will snake bite Auburn and LSU. It's possible. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Giving away 5 footballs between now and Sunday. Go register at howardsrock.net. Screenshot the fact that you signed up and registered for free. Email it to me, freedomgrady@gmail.com. The email and the link to the website is both in the description of this video. And come Sunday, I'll do a drawing, or come early next week, next time I'm on air. I'll do a drawing and give away 5 footballs. You don't even have to be a Clemson fan. I have a bunch of Clemson footballs to give away, but I'll have to look at the site. If you're a fan of another team, let's say a fan of Georgia or whoever, Auburn, South Carolina, I'll check if you're a winner. I'll check if they have a football for that team. If they don't, or we don't, then we'll figure something else out. But so you don't have to be a Clemson fan to join the contest. Just go over there, register. It's easy, and it's free, and it helps your boy out. All right, guys, y'all be good. I'll be on the Lunch Money Show tomorrow at noon on Uncle Lou on YouTube. We'll go over the Big 12 and the ACC picks against the spread this week. And then, of course, Friday night at 10 p.m., you can catch me right here on the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel for another call-in show. Thank you. Love y'all. Have a good night.